Hey guys, it's Cove Studios here, and today we have a bit of a different style video. I am joined by Sammy, and that is because today we're going to be taking a walk through a Planet Coaster 2 project that both him and I have worked on. So Sammy, I'm going to let you kind of introduce it as I walk towards the entrance.
Okay, so this is a bigger property called Mystic Isles and Resorts, and pretty much this is the first park of kind of like this multi-complex slash Universal Disney style resorts. And so this one is called Adventure Isle. This is like the first park I've done, and it is themed to the fire element. So as you can see, there's a little sign up there called Adventure Isle. You got like everything circles around fire is kind of like the big theme. So you're gonna pass here. You can go through metal detection, then get your ticket scanned up here, and then you're gonna be right into the You're gonna go right into the marketplace, and so lots of food, shopping, dining. As you see, there's gonna be a lot of different kind of shops and restaurants and everything that you can imagine on a main street, but themed to like a adventure style marketplace. So imagine a marketplace designed in the jungle. So if you go over here, you can see this is going to be the Emporium. This is kind of like your main central gift shop. You can get everything here. It's got that very kind of like Universal style gift shop. Something you might see at like a, what is it, kind of like a Disney Springs or a City Walk. Lots of different stuff you can get here. So this is going to be our first restaurant over to the right hand or to the left hand side. This is going to be on the rocks. It's kind of themed to a picnic under the stars, with a waterfall as the central piece. So wherever you sit, you kind of like, there's like the ceiling that looks like stars, and you have your canopy and your picnic tables. It's a very, very nice little, kind of different style restaurant.
I just realized I went backwards to the camera, so.
You did.
Yeah, lots of seating. And you'll notice a lot of these doors around. Sammy, you want to explain what those are for?
That's actually going to be the backstage area. So you'll be able to go, like, everything has been well thought out with this park, from backstage to onstage. Lots of cool stuff.
Yes, there's backstage pads all over the place, so if you keep a keen eye, you might notice some of them. There was one in that gift shop even. So let's take a stop in the photo services, just because every single piece of this park has been thoroughly themed. There's some on-ride photos, actually.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to spoil it too much, but
there's a look at some of the coasters we'll be going to ride very soon.
Yeah, so there's a lot of expansion room. If you kind of look, if you look closely, you might see some of it. So now we're heading into the central hub. So the volcano isn't. Yeah, the volcano usually lights up, but I think the show has to start first. But there's music that goes along with it. It's pretty cool. It shoots fireworks up as well. It's full projection bracket.
Actually, it might play while we make our way to the first attraction.
Yeah, so
kind of see right here. In fact, here we go. Sam, you want to walk me through this attraction?
Yeah, so this is going to be Pyroclastic Blast. Let me get into the story of kind of like, we have the central hub, which is going to be, that's called, Obsidian Hollows, which is kind of like this fiery kind of like world where like the Obsidians live. And so the way they send packages to other worlds is by blasting out of the volcano. And so that's kind of what we're going to be taking right up. So you're going to be going through the packaging factory here.
Very long, windy queue.
This is just the outside portion. The inside portion is even crazier. You see all the boxes and like the kind of, yeah, you got to go all the way through. This is the storage for all the extra packages. You're going to see kind of some of like the different setups they have to move boxes along and barrels along.
Like that right there.
It's a very long queue. It
Yes.
could hold up like 4 hours.
I think for the next rides, I'm going to go to the Lightning Lane, or Express, as opposed to Standby, because the Standby lines are very long.
I'll tell you which ones to go through the Standby for, because there's a few that are pretty good.
And here we are in the station. Very well themed. Here we go, onto the ride itself.
So this is Pyroclastic Blast. This is the first coaster.
This actually was the first coaster that was built, too.
I think it was the first ride.
Yeah. this is kind of what started it. So for all of these attractions, specifically the coasters, I built the coaster track, layout, smoothed it, all of that. Sammy did all of the feet. So that was kind of how the split worked for the rides and attractions here. This one was the first. You'll notice this part here goes underground and then launches back up. That's because the maintenance bay is actually underneath down there.
See if you guys can catch the on-ride photo.
That is Pyroclastic Blast. Now, I will say that compared to some of my newer coaster designs, that is definitely not on the same level in terms of smoothness and realism. But considering it was built so early on in Planet Coaster's life, I'm still pretty happy with how it came out overall.
It wasn't even that long ago, too.
Well, it's funny. I was just thinking back. When I made the first teaser for Teal Team 6, this was the coaster I had in it that I was building in Planet Coaster. So that was June.
Just a quick little walk around. It's not big.
No, it's like a smaller version of Celestial Park, essentially. Actually, isn't this a restaurant right here?
This is a restaurant.
Let's go take a look inside.
This one I really like. This was actually an after park. And this was not originally here, but like the building structure was. So just kind of like a coming later. Usually that has lava pouring out the back. It's really cool, but the screen's not on right now.
Upstairs with the nice view of the volcano. It was awesome. So this is an interesting one, because it is both highly themed, as well as being a very standard ride. Teacups with a very nice skin on them, and there's two of them right next to each other.
Usually the lights are going, not sure why.
Very Constellation Carousel-esque. Just if Constellation Carousel was teacups instead of a carousel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. It reminds me a lot of Stardust.
A little bit. I guess the Great Frontier is right here.
It is, isn't it? It's to the right. So this was this the second world that was done?
No, this was the first world that was done.
Well, second besides the main hub, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Here we are.
The main hub was never done.
So first, I'll take you guys over to the coaster, which is called Rocky Top Ascent, and you'll get a much better view of it as we go further into the area later. But this is
I recommend going up Lightning Lane for this one.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Luxury Lane.
This is a Vekoma family launch coaster in the style of Big Bear Mountain, with a very narrow footprint. You'll notice as you ride the ride that it doesn't really take up that much space, which made this quite the challenge to construct layout-wise. But it came out very, very nice. It's very unique, too. And, of course, highly themed.
Both, both the main queue and the luxury lane go through the entire, they can see everything in the queue, which is very cool, because not a lot of rides do that. The theme of this ride is that an inventor is going to be, taking you on a way to soar over the mountains instead of having to take a train through the mountains, which is supposed to be faster.
Let's see if it really is. The animatronic right there.
Looks like we're going a little bit faster than the train now.
Just a little.
Here's the main launch.
Yeah, big marquee element of the attraction here. Flying through, you're going very fast through this whole section. And there is the end of the ride right there.
Right back into the workshop.
Right back into the workshop. So that was that. I think this is one of the cooler rides here just because it's all outdoor and fully themed the entire way through. And of course, there's the gift shop.
It really looks like the mountains never end, no matter where you're standing.
Yeah, it looks very, very much like Big Thunder, just if Big Thunder was built now and much grander. So there also is the S&S Scream and Swing right here, the Wing Rider, Western Wing Rider. I'm not going to ride it because it is just a Scream and Swing, but obviously Scream and Swings are one of the best flat rides ever, and you get some really cool views with all the scenery too, which is awesome. So there's that right there.
If you look over like the high or like the air pumps are actually big water tank or
Yeah,
what is
look
it?
at that.
Water towers.
Very,
So
very nice
everything's
attention to detail.
yeah.
Now I'm going to go over to the other side of the land where we're going to have some shops and, of course, that really nice view of the coaster, which is probably the main reason. So there's
This is
one of the big reveals right there.
this is the part.
This
This
is
is
the
also one of the
spot.
smaller lands.
Yes,
I
it is
think this
very
is the
small.
smallest land.
Back there it goes. Look at that. And for all you coaster videographers, there's your shot.
It actually skims like the kind of like water effects they have. So like you get a little splash.
And all these little shops. Is there a full-size restaurant here? I forget.
No, there's not. I think it's only the little shops in this area.
Right, because this is the smallest one. But
Yeah,
it is
future
definitely one of
expansion.
the best themed ones.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Here they go. Yes, this one's great. Now it is time to get out of here. The end. What's this world called again?
The Great Frontier.
The Great Frontier completed. Next up,
Let's head over to the pirates.
yeah, let's go to the Pirates area. Pirates area is an interesting one. This kind of reminds me a lot of Ministry in Epic Universe, in the sense that there's only the one ride, but it's so well themed inside the area. So here we go through the portal.
This one's called Corsair's Cove.
Corsair's
So
Cove.
so the idea is that it does take place in Paris, but it's kind of like there's a lot of different hidden pirate spots. And so like the entire area celebrates pirates, but it's like you don't really know where the pirates are. And so there's a lot of little hidden areas where you'll see kind of like some pirate stuff.
We got
So nothing's blatant.
small little restaurant or coffee spot there. Got
Well,
the
if you go
gift
into the
shop.
coffee shop,
That's true. There is something behind the coffee shop. I was trying to remember where that is. If you go through here, looks like a small coffee shop, but you go through the secret pirate door. Bam! Full-blown restaurant.
yeah,
And
it's
it goes
supposed
even
to feel
further
kind
in
of
over
like
here.
it's kind of like that little hint of like you're going into like a building, and then boom, it's like it feels like you're as small as a kid now.
Exactly. That effect is definitely felt. And there's two entrances as well. You can get out through the other side as well. Yeah,
And then push it right back
you would
into
never
the
know.
world. You would never know. There's also some little pirate stuff in there, kind of like little pirate areas
Right over
in
here,
the
in
middle.
fact.
So yeah, the whole idea of kind of like the secret pirate areas is definitely there.
And now, here is the one and only ride in the area. Les Passage des Pirates.
The queue's cool, but it's what is it? The ride does everything better.
Yes, the ride is one of the most well-themed rides I've ever seen in this game. It looks awesome. The whole queue setup here is like a pirate area. And, oh, I think I missed the train.
Yeah, if you didn't, I wouldn't have been surprised if you didn't make it on that one because it's just consistent.
Wow, that is a
Go,
quick
go, go.
dispatch.
That's what I'm saying. It's just consistent. Go, go, go. Especially with the unload station.
Oh, yeah. I will look around for this ride because there is a lot of scenery to take in. And this is technically a coaster. Technically. Very spooky kind of vibes through here. fade into nothing. Look at that.
Boom.
What a reveal. And it looks different day and night, doesn't it?
A little bit, just because of the water. There's actually supposed to be a screen, but you would not be able to tell where it is if I didn't point it out.
Yeah, I can see why. This looks like I'm actually on the ride right now. This is insane.
Yeah.
Both because Planet Coaster looks great and the ride looks great. This is awesome.
Yeah, I actually never really noticed that the bobbing up and down. I really like that of the boat.
And when you look at the boat in front of you too, like it looks very convincing.
Yeah. I just wish this almost wasn't a coaster, so I could make it actually an actual boat ride with like good ratings.
It's true. That's the one big problem with the water coasters in Planet Coaster. They
A couple supports that
always
weren't
wind up.
hidden from the ride above. That's coming soon.
Yes, it's on its way. Maybe.
Eventually.
We'll have to make an update to the Adventure or Mystic Isles tour.
Eventually.
Some water shooting over you. There's water.
I gotta
everywhere.
fix the supports. When the supports aren't there, I swear it looks really good.
It looks really good either way. And back up we go. Look at that.
Another spot where there's usually a screen, but
And that's
you're back
about
into the
it
caves.
right there, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the on-ride photos too. Very nice. And we're out. So this
Future
right
expansion
here,
right there.
yes, this will be where the new coaster will go. And if you can tell by the exterior, it may or may not be inspired by an existing coaster out there. But yeah, there's a lot of big buildings here. Definitely gives that impression that you are in France, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. Very nice area. Now, it's time for the next one. I think we should save the best one for last. I think you know which one is the best
well,
one.
the thing is, one of them one has the best ride, and the other one is the best area. So it kind of balances out well.
I say we go to the best ride first.
Okay.
So we're going to go into the city. What is the city called?
It's oh my god, what's that? It's Midtown Manhattan.
Midtown Manhattan.
But it's like what is it? It's like God themed or like Greek God themed. So it's the very Percy Jackson like Greek gods meet real world. So that's like the big thing of this area. It's very hard. This is like my most work in progress area. Still has a lot to do.
It kind of fits because
cool.
most cities have giant pieces of it under construction, so it's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
So here we are. It reminds me a lot of like a Spider-Man game or something where it's just big buildings all around you.
And it's crazy because like you don't see any of this whenever you're anywhere else in the park. It's so well hidden.
Which is mind-blowing that you're able to make that happen. But this is the main reason to come here. This is Stonebound Medusa Unleashed, correct?
Yeah, so what, we're going to be going into Penn Station here in a moment, and pretty much the idea is that Medusa's lair, they're kind of like where she's being like kept caged up, is by the trains or the subways downstairs. So
Luxury
hopefully nothing
entrance.
happens. We'll go up luxury.
Damn, look at that.
Full Moynihan train hall here.
Look at that.
Now we're in the subway.
This
Feels
is
a little eerie though.
the coolest thing to me about this is the fact that you have the load station right here and the unload station right there, and it's set up very realistically in the sense that it actually looks like a true train.
Is it running?
It should be. Yep, there it goes.
I've got you in my sight. Look at me when I am talking to you. turn mortals. Prepare to meet your doom.
And launch. Very intense ride for me.
Yeah. Going backwards for a lot of it.
Yes.
There is no escape.
Yeah, you got so much to that.
I will have my revenge.
I will have my revenge.
There it is. Probably the best ride in the park overall. In terms of theming and looks, it definitely is the best ride in the park.
Full experience.
Yeah.
This is the ride.
But there are two coasters that I think are better coasters. One of which we'll head to in the next land, which is also my favorite land in the park. And here we are, back in the station. So now, I go up the exit path, and there is one more ride. I'm not going to ride it, but I will show you guys what it looks like because it is a flat ride.
You could probably go right up the exit for that one.
Yeah, and here's the gift shop, of course. I guess the employees decided they want to go on break. And here's our on-ride photos, and I love how you can see the Medusa face in the background of the on-ride photo. That is just awesome.
Looks like she's cursing you.
Exactly. All right, back on the street. So a lot of the area, like Sammy said, is still under construction. This whole side is all under construction, along with the big building.
Yeah, there's expansion. I think they're doing a restaurant back there, and then there is room for a ride if they wanted to do another one. But
we do have the other ride right here. If I can figure out where the exit is, I'll just go up the exit. So if you guys have been on a Unicoaster, this should look very familiar to you. I'm definitely breaking all IROC rules right now, but look at that. Well, light sequence.
the lighting is just so cool in this room.
Oh yeah. There it is. It is a little low capacity, but it is a good ride nonetheless. Very intense ride.
You're gonna be harnessing the power of what is it? The scientist stole Zeus's lightning bolt, and pretty much he's using you as a volunteer to kind of like harness the energy of it.
It's quite the storyline. There currently is just the two rides, but it is a very cool. It will be one of the best areas once it is all done. Very grand.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the final land of the park. Easily, in my opinion, my favorite land, and that, Sammy, is
Dark Isle. So
Isle.
Dark universe. Dark Isle.
Here it is. It even has the best looking like entrance in it. I mean, look at this. It looks very foreboding. And you go in. Bam.
I guess we gotta ride both the rides too.
Kind of have to, yeah. They are very good. And one thing you'll notice as soon as you walk in is this very just impressive coaster weaving in, out, and around you all over the place through this giant cavern that's underground. Look at that. This, in my opinion, is the best coaster in the park. This ride is ridiculous, as you'll see once we get on it. But my favorite thing about this is all the red and purple lighting kind of blending together at night. That's why we're walking through the park at night, because it looks way better at night than it does during the day. And it still looks great during the day.
Designed for night.
Yes, I mean, look at this. The fact that you can walk.
I think we
right
should
over
do the
this.
dark ride first. Save this coaster for last.
I agree. So we're gonna go over here to Hoovenrot, which is
Other way.
oh wait,
that's
no,
not
that's
the
not the ride. This is the ride.
I'd say for
Crazy
this one,
queue.
we'll stand by.
Yeah, because this queue is very detailed. What is this ride called?
Echoes of the Lost Light. Thank you, Aaron.
Echoes of the Lost Light. And look at this queue. This queue is ridiculous. Just a full-blown maze.
So this full area has like the most in-depth storyline. Like everything connects with each other. But so just for this ride, so you have Dr. Hubenrot, who he thinks that what is it? All the monsters in the land can be good, and that all they have to do is restore like what is it? They have to find this gem which is hid way deep in the caves that will restore kind of like balance to the world. So he thinks that the world is just corrupted and like you can restore everything. The other ride, I'll get into what the other guy thinks. But so that's the idea of this ride, is you're going to be going through these caves, and he thinks nothing bad can happen as long as we can find this gem.
And this is a trackless dark ride, correct?
Yeah. Another custom score by Aaron right here. Monster going to be escaping the whole time. He found you. So now you got to get the gem and escape the monster. The sets were super fun in this one. Yeah. This is my favorite part where the monster's going to follow you. Super cool. Just he thought you escaped him.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And then you see the gem is not there. It's all corroded. So the whole plan is kind of for nothing. Now you have to escape the monster. And this is my favorite one because it's a trackless animatronic. And the rock comes down and he has to escape. Back into the lab.
Yeah. That's sick. This is essentially the Monsters Unchained of the park.
Yeah. I think of it more as Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, that's true. Although this has pretty intense movements.
Yeah.
You go into the gift shop, the obligatory gift shop.
Of course. It's all
Nice.
foolish mortals, all good rides must end at the gift shop.
Of course. Now it is time for what you've all been waiting for. In my opinion, best coaster in the park. Definitely the coolest looking coaster in the park. There's no question about that. And that is Unchained, Unforgiven. Unforgiven, not Unchained. Here it is. Should I go standby or luxury?
Standby.
Okay. Through standby we go. You start off walking underneath the second half of the coaster here. Should whiz by. There it goes. Wow, this looks insane.
Especially at night with the
Yeah.
fog.
And the settings all cranked up to max.
I hear the music, which I'm glad. I don't know about the ride music, but I know. So there's a couple cool rooms in this queue. This is the first room where you're gonna see your train pretty much charging up.
Here it is.
So this guy thinks all the monsters need to be killed. So he is making like this vehicle that you can be riding that can, electrocute the monsters. So you can be heading down into the monster pit. This is my favorite.
This is sick. Look at that.
Yeah.
Very
So you see
Monsters
it towards
Unchained.
Yeah. Your front bumper in it.
Yeah, because if it spins, you won't be able to see anything. Here we go.
No music, but like when you exit, it's go bump, 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 bump. It's really cool.
Oh, and down you go.
This thing moves.
It flies through the course.
Truly is unforgiven.
Yeah.
And it's like you think the first half is good, and then you go into the second half.
And it's just knocks your socks off.
Break through the house. This is like the big elements and stuff.
Here we go.
Monsters are afraid of the light. That's why there's so many lights at the end.
Very many lights, my lord. And this ride expertly runs 4 trains as well. You'll see this train is going to dispatch the second we stop. Right in.
Only there was a multi-moving planet coaster.
Then it would be perfect with 4 train ops. But there it is. Unforgiven. Now in
This
the
will be
comments, I
good
want to
shows.
know from you guys, what is your favorite looking ride in the park? Which one do you think looks like the best ride at the park?
So
Personally,
now that
I
you've
think
seen what we work on, now we get to the actual competition announcement part.
Yes, so we are
Wait,
going to be
wait.
holding a Planet Coaster 2 building competition. Now, details on it are to come, but if you want to know what those details are going to be, you're going to want to join the Unload Station Discord server, which is where all of this happens. In fact, this video is recorded live in front of some of the members of the Unload Station, so shout out to all of you guys. As soon as you join the Unload Station, you'll be able to see exactly what it is that we are looking for in the competition. But if you think you can make stuff on the level of this, this is probably the competition for you. And even if you can't, it's definitely worth a shot. It's always fun to try and build the coolest things you can in this game because there really are so many tools to make it happen. And we want to see your excellent Planet Coaster creations. But with all of that being said, I think that's going to do it for this video showing off Mystic Isles. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to go follow Sammy on Instagram and tell him he did a good job with the theming of this park. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.